Good afternoon. Coffee with Mr. Karsten in this month of December. So I got my basketball coffee mug and I've got my megaphone. Let's go Lions. And even got my cowbell. So we're going with a lot of school spirit. And what better month to have the school spirit than the month of December? And today on Coffee with Mr. Karsten, got a couple topics. I want to talk about the season of Advent and some of the things that are coming up, especially some of our Christmas concerts. I want to share some of that with you and the dates and invite you to be a part of that. Talk about the season and the ministry that takes place here with that Advent message. I also want to talk about some of the other events that are coming up in the school year, some of the athletic contests that are going to be home boys and girls basketball games. And I'm going to note the high school today, but certainly our website, lsadecatur.net, has all of our sports program schedules. But I want to talk about a little bit just about the high school schedule today. And then some topics that you've heard before. I want to talk about the alignment and give you kind of an update on some of those areas. And then I also want to talk about, believe it or not, plans that we're already making for the 2016-17 school year. And I want to outline a few of those things and invite you to be part of that process, whether you're a current family or not. And I'll give you a couple details right when I come back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. It's Coffee with Mr. Karsten. So let's talk about Advent. And you know what? I had chapel the other day with the high school, and we were talking about Advent. And as many of you probably already know, the word Advent talks about the coming or preparation. And it's really a preparation for a notable person or a notable event. And we know as Christians that notable person, that notable event comes in and around that manger at this time where we celebrate the birth of our Savior. So we talk about a notable event leading up to Christmas, and that's this Advent season, 4 weeks before Christmas. So I hope that you feel personally the message of that baby Jesus in a very, very special way this year. But it's more than that. We talk about faith in Jesus at this school, and then we also remind people that, you know what, Jesus is going to come again. And so we celebrate that at this time. He comes in one of the most amazing human history happenings, God sending his own son Jesus as a baby to live and to die on a cross and to rise again. And that story is more than a story. That truth that happened in the past, that decision that God made to send his son to save the world started with that baby in Bethlehem. So we celebrate that this year, and I hope that you and your family have a wonderful Merry Christmas. As part of the ways that LSA will invite you to celebrate, I want to share a few things with you. I'll call your attention first to some events that are going to happen on this campus, and you'll see those here on your screen. So we have, whether you're a family that has an LSA student or not, you would truly enjoy being here for these Christmas concerts. So these are the LSA Christmas concerts. First Sunday, December 13th. December 13 at 3 p.m. That's going to be kindergarten through fourth grade. The music concert put on by the kindergarten through fourth grade. Later on that week, on Tuesday, December 15th, you would be in for a treat to see the high school music concert at 7 p.m. on December 15th. That would be choral and instrumental, our concert band and our concert choir, and they do an amazing job every time they have a concert, and you will be amazed and entertained as part of a very awesome concert and a free concert that we would invite you to here at LSA. And then our final music concert will be grades 5 through 8. And then they're going to come together at 3 p.m. on Sunday, December the 20th. So personal invitation to you, whether you're a family, have a child here, certainly parents and grandparents will enjoy that. But congregation members and community members, you would love it, and we hope that you would come out. I'd also invite you, certainly many Christian churches around the area are celebrating Advent, both leading up to Christmas services, but Wednesday night Advent services, and I would pan across the TV screen here and share with you that our 5 Lutheran churches are also personal invitations to you that you might want to join us on a Wednesday night. So for Concordia Lutheran, join them for a dinner at 6 p.m. and a service at 7 p.m. Mount Calvary Lutheran, same schedule, 6 p.m. for dinner and 7 p.m. for a service. And then at St. Paul's, a little bit different schedule. They actually have an afternoon time that they would invite you to come at 12:15. And then if you come for dinner, they do it at 5:30, and their service is at 6:30. 2 more churches that are part of our association, invitation to St. John's Lutheran. They actually have their dinner at 5 p.m. and their service is at 6:30. And then Trinity has dinner at 5:30 and a service at 7 p.m. Personal invitations to come out and be part of the fellowship there. Maybe you haven't found a church home of your own, and maybe one of these churches could be something that helps you to find that church home and that finds an opportunity to worship in this Advent season. So kind of close out there, and remember, I want to talk to you about a couple other things, so hold that thought. Be right back. Hey, I am back. It's Coffee with Mr. Karsten. Said that I would share a couple of the athletic contest dates with you, and by the time you're seeing this YouTube video, you're probably seeing that Monday, December 14th, there's a home girls basketball game. That's high school. JV at 6 o'clock, and then followed by varsity. And then put another date on your calendar. Friday, December 18th, we'll have another high school home game, and that'll be the boys that night, again starting at 6 p.m. and followed by varsity. You want to see how our holiday schedule is going to play out, and obviously additional games into January and February. Follow us on Twitter. I got a personal Twitter account and a school Twitter account, and we announce games that way and keep you up to date. And then also on our Facebook page, and we'll share that with you as a chance to join and get more regular updates, not just on sports, but other things. Let me go a different direction and talk about the alignment. Okay, so we, in past Coffee with Mr. Karsten episodes, and talk about alignment, and that is especially curriculum, academic alignment, what we teach at what grade level readiness, so that a student learns what they need to learn at that grade level and is ready to go into the next grade level. And certainly at LSA, we have that K through 12. We continue to review that on a weekly basis with lesson plans by the teachers and objectives attempted to be met, and making sure that we are teaching them in an effective way. And it just reminds me of kind of a rhyme and a reason, a continuity, spiritual alignment, what we teach and why we teach it and how important that is. There's athletic alignment and developing sports and leading up to competitive sports up through the high school. We talk about relationships and aligning that, and we talk about handbooks and having a K through 12 alignment really in so many areas are important. We've also taken another step, and we've already started thinking about not just alignment, but we're also talking about the 2016-17 school year. So what could you be doing right now? 2016-17 school year, we actually start enrollment. Put some information here up for you. We start enrollment in February 1st. You'll have some chances to hear how to come, take a tour, hear about what we're doing on some re-registration nights. So pay attention to kind of a little bit different concept this year. We're going to have our parents come and have a little bit of a sit down and talk about some of the changes going into next year, or talk about some of the things that we just want to emphasize. But even now, we started another Coffee with Mr. Karsten about saying, why did you decide to send your student to LSA? And I want you to think back to those reasons. Why would you continue to send your student to LSA when we come to an enrollment of February 1st and ask parents and families to say, hey, yeah, you know what, I'm ready for another year, even though we're not done with the 15-16 school year. But how about the people that are listening to this that don't yet have their students at LSA? if you have student-age children, or if you know somebody with student-age children, how about now is a time to say, you know what, let's just go take a tour. Come and see what LSA does, talk to another family that already is here. And those families that are already here at LSA, here's the part you can play. Tell your story. Tell about your experiences. And we all have experiences that have been positive at this school, and it's those experiences that we would want for any of our children and other children that we know and other families that we know. And I would just ask you to tell your story. Tell it on social media. Invite a family to come with you and take a tour. Refer them to come and consider LSA. And you don't know if it's going to be a good fit until you come and take a look at it for yourself. You'll see more information about some of our scholarships and tuition-free drawings and some of the things that we do for new families that come in. But understand that we want to partner with every one of our families. And that's why we're going to talk about the mission and the ministry, and we're going to just help each other be reminded of some of the wonderful things that take place. Let's not bury our head in the sand and believe that there aren't some challenges. And I think with any experience, there might be some times where any of us as parents or any of us as employees would look and say, man, that's not yet a strength of LSA. But there are so many things that are LSA's strength. And let's focus on those positives, and let's keep working on some of the areas that we know can get better and better and better. Short of heaven, you've got human beings and far from perfect people just trying to do their best to run this school. And I know that their heart for Jesus and their heart for students is just so evident. And we want to keep giving ourselves opportunity to show that love. That was our school year theme, His kind of love. But we also want to share the story of some of the really neat experiences that are taking place at LSA. So we talk about alignment, we talk about the 2016-17 school year, and I just want to, again, invite you to tell someone else you know about LSA. Now, I could, at this point, run out of the room and run back, but you know what? I'm going to say it's been Coffee with Mr. Karsten, and this early December episode of Coffee with Mr. Karsten has just been a joy to bring you today. The message of Advent, may that be a special time and a special message in your heart this year. Blessed Christmas to each of you and your family. You might see one more Coffee with Mr. Karsten before Christmas, but if we don't, I just want to wish you all a blessed Christmas, and we'll look forward to talking with you all soon. To God be the glory.